Last night's storms looked similar. Heavy rain and a lot of lightning. One bolt struck right outside a Triad family's house. A tree caught fire in a Summerfield family's yard. The fire threatened a home already destroyed by a fire once before. Firefighters put it out this time. WFMY News 2's Grace Holland spoke to the family about yesterday's close call.
Video shows sparks and flames after lightning is believed to have struck a tree in Kelly Tysinger's Summerfield yard.
To actually see it in person was crazy. I mean, it was probably a 10-foot section, 40 feet up the tree that was just an inferno.
She took these pictures after midnight, but the fire started hours earlier when storms rolled through. The family was 3 hours away for a Father's Day getaway when a friend called after seeing smoke from the highway.
My son kind of yelled out the window, "I think they have something on fire." And I was like, "No, really?" And so we kind of turned around and we thought, well, we're in charge of the house while they're gone. Let's do a double take. And so as we're pulling in, you could tell that the smoke was getting heavier.
Andrea Nipp sent these photos to the Tysingers. As firefighters worked to put out the fire, a scene both families are too familiar with.
How is this possible that twice and within a couple of years, they're going through this again?
It might be the first time lightning struck the Tysingers, but it's not the first time a fire has. We talked to them back in 2019 when their home burned down due to a chimney issue.
It went up while we were sleeping, and by God's grace, the only thing that saved us was smoke detectors that were working.
The Tysingers stayed with the Nipps for part of the 10 months it took to rebuild their home. Years later, Kelly found herself facing the same fear, driving all the way home to guard the house.
The thought of going through what 2019, 2020 was just unbearable.
Firefighters finally extinguished the tree with no damage to the home. The family returning to their vacation grateful for the watchful eyes of their neighbors.
I'm just grateful for community. I'm grateful for the fire department, and we just really have to be aware of what we're doing with fires and with it being so dry and so hot right now.
The Tysingers are even more relieved because of tonight's round of storms that knocked down that same tree without hitting anything.